I was a big reader, so I wanted to be a librarian for the longest time. I wanted to be a nurse for the longest time. I left CU in the middle of my senior year. I was a journalism major, and I had heard of a job opportunity in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and I learned a lot in Scottsbluff when I literally did every possible job. I think that there are people who have looked to me over the years. They've watched me grow on Channel 7 since I've been there for so long, and I think they've grown to trust me and know that when I speak, I really do speak from the heart.
Ann is a person that you will hear say "I" only in the context of what can I do to help you. Unfortunately, the times when your team is really successful and you can see the camaraderie all comes out usually in a tragedy. And I think the Aurora Theater shooting was one of those times. Ann was tireless in the field, anchoring from the field, standing at the theater.
She is the anchor of the newsroom. She's the person who's there in the editorial meeting helping make decisions. She's got a hand in the scripts. She's got a hand in the pitching of the stories. She's actively involved in what's going on. Journalism is still a very male-dominated business, and Ann has been that female voice in the room who has sometimes been the only other female in some of the meetings that we've had.
I just think that there's always a place for the voice of women in our newsrooms and the voice of people of color in our newsrooms. I think there are so many stories out there that we don't even begin to touch, or people's lives that we don't even begin to touch, because we have not gotten to that point where we really speak for everyone. When you're talking to the family of Gabe Condi, a young man who lost his life, a soldier who lost his life in Afghanistan, and they specifically sought me out and they said, "We only want to talk to Ann." You don't just walk in there and say who, what, when, where, why, and how. You say, "Tell me about Gabe. Tell me what he was like." Being a working mom, being a working wife, those are all important things to me, and being a solid journalist. People get excited over a picture of my kids that my daughter just got married, so we were very excited about that, and I love when people make that personal connection with me where they see the joy that I have and they get excited about it. People at home, whether they're watching TV or whether they're reading a newspaper or reading a story online, they need people who they can trust and know that they're speaking truth.